the Minister please update the House on the Defence Force's Operation COVID-19 Assist and advise how the Morrison Government is working to keep Australians safe during the pandemic?
The Minister for Defence.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I thank the honourable member for her question. Like all Australians, I'm incredibly proud of the work that the Australian Defence Force has done right across the country, not only in relation to the fires and floods, to a cyclone, but most importantly their continued effort, Mr Speaker, in relation to the COVID-19 response. The work of the Australian Defence Force, where they have provided support to Australians, not just in Victoria, has been quite remarkable, and they should be commended. In many cases, they've spent a lot of time away from their family and friends, and they have held up the best in our Australian Defence Force, and we should be very proud of that, Mr Speaker. I also want to acknowledge the efforts of Commodore Eric Young, CSCRAN, for his work in the Vaccine Operations Centre, the work that he's done in leading the people within that centre, providing support, his specialist support in logistics and planning, the whole team that works with him. Defence vaccine delivery teams have delivered vaccines in 181 aged and disability care centres. In some cases, these are very, very difficult cases, particularly those with disabilities who have comorbidities, other health needs and issues, and anaphylactic reactions in some cases, and all of that needs to be taken into consideration by the health teams as they roll out that vaccination program. Mr Speaker, the Australian Defence Force has provided significant efforts in protecting the cybersecurity and providing advice and assistance in this regard to key entities involved in the vaccine supply chain through the Australian Cybersecurity Centre. It's almost unbelievable to conceive that organised criminal groups and indeed state actors would seek to exploit health information, patient records of aged care facilities, of health facilities, of state health authorities that hold important and confidential and essential information. But that is the case, Mr Speaker, so the work of the Australian Defence Force is absolutely crucial, along with the staff of the Department of Home Affairs. Mr Speaker, Operation COVID-19 Assist has seen the ADF deliver significant support to the Victorian Government throughout the pandemic. Over the course of the pandemic, almost 4,000 ADF members have been deployed in Victoria as part of the operation, and since the start of the pandemic, those personnel have undertaken tasks in Victoria, including planning and logistics support to the Victorian Government, manufacturing face masks, border control, quarantine compliance, clinical testing, community engagement, contact tracing, support to Ambulance Victoria, logistical and clinical support to the Aged Care Response Centre, and vaccination of aged care and disability residents. As I note, 218 personnel are deployed in Victoria as we speak, currently providing support in particular to the Victorian Police.